and welcome back to the British Esports Show podcast live from Insomnia. So now we've got two more very special guests from the Confetti Arrows. We've got Kiyren and Dylan. So if you guys would like to just introduce yourself and what you do in esports, please.
So I'm Kiyren and I am currently a player for the Confetti's Valorant team.
And I'm Dylan. I am the captain for Confetti's Overwatch team.
So, classic question to start us off then. How did you both get started in esports? What was your esports journey like?
I think it started like towards the end of secondary school. I didn't really know where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. And they were just running through some like ads on YouTube of different colleges, and Confetti came up in one of them, and I saw that they did esports. And obviously it's quite a long way, so I had to ask for my parents' permission. And I think they were a little bit hesitant at first because it's like esports pretty new, but eventually I got here and then started playing games. Got a PC around the summer just before term started, so maybe September 2021. Started playing Valorant.
Awesome. And Dylan?
And mine started like years ago, always watching stuff like CS, the old school Apex Overwatch tournaments, and just really going off from there, getting a PC in year 8 around. Then I found Confetti through music, actually, because I was going to go into music.
Nice.
But then esports took my interest more, and now I'm here.
Awesome. So, Kiyren, then, what drew you towards Valorant in particular?
My friend recommended it to me first, because he played on his brother's PC before I got my PC, and he'd already been playing it quite a bit. So he recommended for me to play it with him, and then I did. Now I like outrank him because I play it way more.
He's got to feel bad about that then, surely.
Yeah. I think I would have got into Overwatch for sure, Overwatch 2, but I'd already bought the game on PlayStation and I didn't really feel like buying it again. But with Overwatch 2, I occasionally play that as well. Yeah, it's free now.
It is free, yes. And Dylan then, nice segue. What drew you towards Overwatch?
It's just from the release in 2016, seeing all the trailers, the hero reveals specifically, like Sombra, the massive event they did just really drew me to the game because it was basically like nothing what I saw before. Now I'm playing it daily.
So you guys are both team captains of your respective teams. What do you think makes a good team captain?
I think good communication is one of them, because obviously you have to be able to talk to everyone effectively and kind of negotiate between everyone's scheduling, timing, timetables, because we're not all in the same classes. I think usually they don't expect a lot of you, but you have to be the one to take initiative and set up scrims and stuff and use like websites and stuff to do that.
There's like time managing as well. Like Karen said, you have to organize all the scrims, get everyone together. But then also just being able to organize everyone playing together at the same time online, despite schedules. But yeah.
I imagine that's quite hard.
It's very doable though.
Yeah.
So you guys also take the esports BTEC. So what would you say is your favourite part about the course?
I think so far my favourite topic has been the business studies. I don't know why, I've just felt like drawn to business since like secondary school. Then like pretty exciting to do. We basically had to like make a business plan around pretty much any idea that we had in esports. It was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Then for me, because I've only like recently started Confetti, the player and team analysis was really interesting, like doing a deep dive into an esports team, researching their players, finding out what part they play in the bigger picture was really interesting.
So, student champs, did you know much about student champs before you started competing, or was student champs competing your first kind of introduction to student champs? How long have you been part of student champs, basically?
Been part of it since, I think when you first made the Valorant League.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it, but I knew that Confetti were making a team and I wanted to be a part of it, even though I was like a little bronze player, just chilling at the low ranks. But yeah, I've been a part of the team since then. It's been very exciting, going through each iteration of the team with different players, meeting new people. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
Then for me, it was the first Women in Esports
Okay.
tournament.
Yeah.
We had a Women in Esports roster who made it to the finals. Didn't win, sadly, but that was my first introduction.
Amazing. So, what has been your favourite moment so far in the student champs?
Probably my favourite one to look back at and laugh at with my mates is this one time we were in a Valorant match, and our mental was going a little bit down the drain, and someone wanted to buy a skin mid-match. So
As you do.
yeah,
Of course.
and they were like running around trying to throw each other skins. So the utility wasn't set up, and then the match just went downhill, and then we lost that round, and then after that everyone's mental was kind of a little low. So
What
that's
skin
just
was
me.
it? Was it the fishy gun?
The fishy gun wasn't out yet. I think it was like a Prime Vandal or something.
I'm not sure it's worth messing up a match.
Yeah.
Prime Vandal.
Nah,
The
definitely
fishy
not.
gun,
The
definitely.
fishy gun, yeah.
But at least the vibes were there. The team was pretty fun. We like joked around a lot. I still enjoyed it.
Nice.
I can admit myself and my brother have thrown a comp game in order to try and trade the Neptune band.
Yeah, the Neptune Vandal, I love that one.
And Dylan?
Then just the Women in Esports finals, being able to play like in Confetti X, even though it was behind closed doors. It was an amazing experience just to hang out with friends, play with the team, and yeah.
So you both spoke earlier about what you think makes a good team captain. What kind of skills have you developed, do you think, over the course of being a team captain that maybe you didn't quite have beforehand, or were quite not as maybe prevalent as they are now? What do you think?
Definitely communication.
Yeah.
I didn't really talk to many people before. Sorry. Yeah, that's a big one. Also leadership, because I'm also in-game leader sometimes. Usually, it depends who's there, because we have like roster changes sometimes. And that's quite hard to do, like call in mid-round, and you have to come up with ideas, and everyone's kind of relying on you to do so. But it's like really fun. You have to be like adaptive, make sure that everyone's staying motivated to play, and yeah, it's pretty fun, but also a good challenge.
Yeah.
Then communication was the exact same for me. I didn't talk to anyone. I was trying out to be like a support player, but now I've moved over to DPS and kind of took over the like leadership role.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, what advice would you give to someone about how they can make the most of the student champs experience?
I'd say just stick with it, because a lot of the times when you lose, it can be kind of demotivating, demoralizing, and you don't feel like playing again. But you obviously, as long as you start like within your first year of college, you have a lot of time to improve as a team. As long as you're practicing, doing scrims, you can get way better. So yeah, I'd say just stick with it and have fun. Doesn't necessarily matter if you win or not, as long as you're playing with your friends. That's what matters at the end of the day.
And then I'd say it's like keep an open mind, because people from the team might teach you things for your role that you didn't know. You might teach people things, and just that learning experience is really key in student champs, I feel.
Yeah, makes sense. So we talk a lot about British esports, about diversity and inclusion. Obviously, Brian is a big advocate for that. Why do you think it's important to be diverse and inclusive, especially in the esports space? Why do you think that's so important?
There's not a lot of women and marginalized genders in the actual, like the normal leagues, because there's fewer players of them. So I think it's important for them to like have their own leagues and be like encouraged to play more, because sometimes when you're playing online, it can be discouraging, and lots of people, there's a lot of hate online. So I think it's just about, making them feel welcome.
Yeah.
Don't be toxic online.
I'd say the exact same thing. It's like with women in esports as well. It was really nice just to see that community bond together and see so many like people from that community in one space competing against each other. Was really fun.
So, we are now going to swiftly move on to our little game.
We apologise in advance because
Yes.
this might be brutal.
So, how familiar are you guys with charades or charades, as people call it?
no.
Yeah.
The collective groan. You know we're in for a treat then.
I have to
So-
move.
I will set a minute timer, and between you, we can either do them. Do you want to play against each other or as a team?
Team.
Team.
We'll go for a team.
Good.
So between you, you have to act out the game on the card.
Okay.
You can say one word, and it can't be any of the words on the card. It can't be a character. And we allowed humming of music.
Yeah, so
Earlier.
if the soundtrack springs to mind, then yeah, we had a bit of that, didn't we, earlier? So that is allowed. So we'll see. It might devolve into a complete mess by the time we get
Yeah.
like 3 cards in. So we'll see where we are.
And you're allowed one skip.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to see over the course of the weekend. We're going to see who can manage to get through the most cards.
Right.
So best of luck. Are you ready? Or as ready as you're going to get?
Yeah.
Okay. Bryony, count us in.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Light
Gun.
walker.
Oh, that's a good one.
Destiny. That sounds like a Destiny thing.
Yeah. Destiny.
Yes.
Okay. Next. Cars.
Forza.
Car
Forza?
theft.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
GTA.
Oh, that's too good.
Yeah. It's all right.
That's
Allowed.
close enough.
We're allowing it.
Skip.
Deep in thought. Oh, skip.
Skip.
Skip. Okay, we're going for a skip. I'll put that over there so we can see what it is later.
Build.
Minecraft?
Minecraft?
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Fortnite.
You've got
Gosh.
15 seconds.
Sorry, it's my
Go on,
fault.
Sol.
Scuffed the cards.
Pirate.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
I know what's
Thieves,
on.
boom.
I know what games I put on these cards.
Operators.
Valorant.
Oh, time up.
It's time.
Oh,
What was it?
Rainbow Six. Oh,
Oh.
that's a good one, actually.
I was thinking of the gun.
Okay, what do we... Oh, Dota 2. I don't know how anyone's
Dota?
going to ever describe Dota 2 because I wouldn't even know
You
what to
just
do.
did
with
like,
Dota 2.
Rainbow
actually.
League of
yeah,
Legends.
we messed up. We
Yeah.
messed up.
Dota 2. Oh,
Dota
well,
2.
I'm very impressed, actually. So how many was that? Hold on. It was 1, 2,
You
3,
got 4.
4.
You beat Matt, our last guest. He got 1. He had a bit of a panic, unfortunately.
That is the way the game
Yes.
goes, though.
So 4 is the score to beat for the rest of the weekend.
Not bad.
So we'll now swiftly move on to our quickfire questions.
Yep.
So what are 3 things that are essential to bring to an esports or gaming event?
Your phone. There seems to be a lot of stores, so maybe your credit card.
It's a good shout.
And some friends.
Battery pack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Water.
Pretty important.
Yeah.
Then mouse.
Do you bring them out?
Solid.
No.
Oh.
But just in case.
What is the most anticipated game release this year, in your opinion?
What games are being released this year?
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to the Diablo 4. That game looks really fun. I played the beta a few weeks ago, I think it was. Played the Rogue. Game's really fun. I
Nice.
played Diablo 3 as well. Played Demon Hunter. It was cool.
Nice.
I can't remember the name. It's just slipped my mind. But they're like 3v3 battle royale kind of thing. Was it the one you said?
I know what you mean.
That
I
rings a
also
bell.
can't remember
Yeah,
the
I can't
name
think
of
of
it.
the title.
The name just doesn't spring to mind. But that
That
looks
one.
really fun.
That-
That one.
We'll flash it up on screen now. Okay.
If you could compete in any esports event, what would you choose and why?
Valorant Champions, because it's a big event, has lots of flashy lights that I like, and they usually do it in like different countries, so you'll probably get to experience like a different culture as well.
It's true. Very true.
Then the Overwatch Apex Series tournament, like from years ago, just because I think that's when the competition was like at its highest. Pro players were really making the name, and it just seemed a bit higher quality than the Overwatch League. But
And then, if you could attend any esports or gaming event, which would you go to?
The next Valorant Masters Tokyo.
Oh, that's
Very
a good
nice.
choice.
then EMEA contenders for Overwatch League.
Nice.
And then our final question. What's a game that you didn't think you'd like, but you liked it when you played it?
I think Dark Souls, because I was usually when I was younger, I was big on FPS games like Call of Duty. I used to play with my brothers, even though I was probably a bit too young. But then my dad showed me Dark Souls, and I was like, "What is this? There's like people fighting with swords. This is childish, isn't it?" But then I played it and got into it, and I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
For me, it was the platformer game Celeste. I just found it on a Steam sale and was like, oh, may as well buy it. I have a few spare pounds. And I've just fell in love with it ever since. Now I'm going through speedrunning it.
Nice. Celeste has been on my list for a while, actually. It's in my wish list, I think, somewhere on Steam, but I've never got around to playing it, but I might have to know.
Lovely. So that is all for this episode of our series at Insomnia 70. So we will be back with lots more content over the next few hours, maybe. I don't know when this will all be uploaded in a group on the YouTube, but you can find all of our content on our YouTube channel, and it will probably be in a playlist that Saul will very kindly make for us.
Indeed.
So thank you to Dylan and Kiyren for being our lovely guests, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.